Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet in regular session on August 16th at 10 a.m. in the Commissioners Courtroom of the County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. First item on the agenda is invocation, pledge of allegiance to the U.S. and Texas flag, and I'll lead theirs. Father, I want to thank you for your love and your mercy. I want to thank you, Father, for all the blessings that we have, that you bestow upon us living in the country that we live in. Father, I want to ask that you would look out for our first responders and our military and all the dangerous situations that they're in, and protect their lives and their families. Father, I ask that you'll be with us this morning as we make decisions. Give us wisdoms for those decisions. I ask all these things in your name. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas,
one state, under God, one and indivisible. Second item on the agenda is call for citizens' input and/or concerns. Jason.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Jason Ware, Deputy EMC for Brazos County. Got a little bit of decent news. We did get some rain down south, and our KBDI on the minimum side has dropped to 584. But don't get too excited. That's a very small tip of South Brazos County that received that rainfall. So the remaining parts of the county are still extremely dry. One of the issues that we've started noticing is that welding is becoming an issue, or grinding metal. So according to our burn ban and what was passed, you're required to have a spotter and the capabilities of putting out small fires. So keep that in mind when you're out welding. The fire departments have responded to 6 grass fires over the last 7 days. Activity is still there. We've gone into Madison County again since last Tuesday to assist them with a large fire up there. But we are still critically dry, and so just wanted to give you all that update. If y'all have any questions, I'll be here.
Okay.
Jason, I just wanted to say a thank you to all of our fire departments. I think y'all have done a wonderful job. I mean, I know we've had a bunch of incidences, but I don't think any of them have gotten horribly out of control. So, well done.
We've been, and we greatly appreciate that, Commissioner. We've been very fortunate. They were very fortunate last night on Dillashaw Tap between Dillashaw and Wilcox. They had a fire over there, and it actually burned up to a mobile home, and they did a very good job of stopping it. So kudos to the guys for a quick response and quick extinguishment.
Relative to the disaster declaration that we're now under, the drought disaster declaration, what can people expect to be able to use to benefit from that as far as the drought conditions? No, I mean, this is kind of off the subject, but I just was curious, since we were announced that we were included in the disaster declaration as one of the counties.
Correct. So right now, there is some funding that may come down from the state or the feds, and what the disaster declaration is just re-emphasizing that, hey, we are dry and it is critical fire weather, and it puts us in a position to where if there is some funding that comes down for ranchers or farmers, then it may open up that possibility for us to be able to receive some of that funding in Brazos County.
Super. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Any other citizen input? Hearing none, we'll consider and take action on agenda items 3 through 32. Number 3 is Proclamation 22-015, declaring the month of September as Suicide Awareness Month.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there anybody here to receive this? Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carried.
Where did Commissioner Berry
Let me read the proclamation. Okay, take the top one off here. Many factors contribute to a person considering suicide. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, in 2020, it is estimated that 12.2 million American adults seriously thought about suicide, 3.2 million planned suicide attempt, and 1.2 million attempted suicides. Suicide continues to affect innumerable communities across the world, creating critical need to raise awareness about prevention. According to the World Health Organization, approximately 700,000 individuals die by suicide on an annual basis. Suicide is the 11th leading cause of death in Texas, and approximately 3,924 Texans die by suicide each year. American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, 2020, feelings of hopelessness, isolation, and stigma commonly combine and with additional factors and variables to increase the risk of suicide attempts. Lingering feelings of isolation, distress, and general uncertainty sparked by COVID-19 pandemic necessitate heightened awareness of and sensitivity to those factors that may increase risk of suicidal ideations and attempts. The month of September is a National Suicide Prevention Month. Effective suicide prevention involves activity connecting and reaching out to individuals who may be struggling, a practice made all the more urgent as communities reconnect in the wake of the pandemic. This effort requires raising awareness of warning signs, linking victims and loved ones to helpful resources, providing guidance and supporting struggling loved ones, and destigmatizing the emotional and psychological challenges often preceding suicidal thoughts and attempts. Suicide Awareness Month strives to increase the awareness of suicide prevention resources, reduce social isolation, and honor survivors and remember those lost. This year's program partners with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension to host a 4-week suicide prevention walk challenge designed to reduce stigma and spread hope throughout the Aggie community. Suicide Awareness Month also features both virtual and in-person components, including awareness and prevention training, various mental health supporting initiatives, and in-person kickoff event Wednesday, September 7th at 6 p.m. at Rudder Plaza, Texas A&M University. In the mental health crisis left by COVID-19 pandemic, suicide awareness and prevention efforts require urgent, intentionally and resolve. Suicide Awareness Month empowers Texas A&M and surrounding community members to take the first steps toward a greater well-being together. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed the month of September as Suicide Awareness Month. So, yes, and here is
All right.
Take off the sign here.
Judge.
See, thank you very much. You want to speak?
Judge.
You want to speak? Come.
So on behalf of the Texas A&M University Counseling Psychological Center, we thank you for this proclamation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Forward.
Ready?
I thought I did.
I'm so lucky I have you to keep me in line.
Oh, that's number 2.
Steve, what's up?
Steve,
Steve.
let's get a picture,
Yeah,
buddy.
if you will stand before us.
That's perfect.
No, you stand in the
You're in the
middle.
center, yeah.
Not to the side. Thank
Okay,
you.
Here's a proclamation. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for all you do. We did take a vote on that.
We did.
Number 4 is Resolution 22-014, creating the Brazos County Public Defender's Office and Oversight Board.
Move approval.
Second.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 5 is approval of the Public Defender's Oversight Board membership and policies.
Now, since I'm a member named here, I'm not gonna make a motion. I'm gonna wait for.
Move approval.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion
Thank
made-
you.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Judge, I think this is a good board, and I'm delighted that both you and Commissioner Cawley are going to be serving on it.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think we've got some good folks that can represent the need for a public defender's office. So, thank you, Commissioner. I believe that was a unanimous
May I
vote.
say thank you for allowing me to serve. I'm excited.
We did take that vote, correct?
We did.
Okay, all right. Then number 6 is approval of the following. Whoops, is that correct? Approval of the following appointments to the Brazos County Defender Oversight Board.
Move approval A through E.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 7 is approval of the following job description. Building event worker, Brazos Center, 2080, class code B0812.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 8 is approval of requested Sheriff's Office to apply for TxDOT FY23 Selective Traffic Enforcement Program, the STEP grant.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is approval requested from Sheriff's Office to apply for electronic recovery and access data financial crimes intelligence center solution grant.
Move approval.
Second.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is approval requested from Constable Precinct 2 for an NRA Ballistic Shields grant application.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11 is acceptance of a 2022 Burn Justice Assistance Grant, the JAG Program Award.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is consider approval of an order calling a bond election, a special election to authorize additional motor vehicle registration fee, making provisions for the conduct of the election and other matters related thereto.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made.
Discussion. Judge, I'm actually going to vote for this, but I'd just like to say for any of the citizens that are concerned, we're giving them the opportunity to vote.
Sure.
That's all we're doing here. We're not
Right.
saying that we approve it or we don't approve of the
Right.
thing. We're just giving them a chance to vote on it.
Exactly.
And at this time, I'd like to once again thank our 2 state representatives, particularly John Rainey and Kyle Cassell, and without question, Senator Schwertner in this last session for finally giving us the ability in legislation to be able to ask the people of Brazos County if they want to participate in this way. So thank you to them.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
I totally agree. And if it hadn't been for their support and help, it wouldn't have happened. And again, just as Commissioner Ford said, this is the chance for the people of Brazos County
Be
to
heard.
decide whether
right.
whether or not it's something that they want. And my opinion, for transportation, looking forward to transportation needs for Brazos County, I think both of these things, the bond issue and the RMA fee is a good step forward trying to improve transportation in Brazos County. So,
You know, I'm very proud of the proactiveness of this county, and I think we're actually leading the region, and I'm just really proud of you guys for being proactive here.
Thank you.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Opposed? None. Passes unanimously. 13 is approval of non-financial memorandum of understanding between Brazos County Detention Center and Brazos Valley Council of Governments Workforce Solutions, Brazos Valley Work Board Adult Education and Literacy Program from July 1, 2022 to June 30, 2023.
I move approval.
Second?
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is request from Information Technology to approve the consent to the assignment of software licenses for the migration of the Inform Records Management System for law enforcement.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is approval of the Community Supervision and Corrections Department's Interlocal Cooperation Contract for fiscal year 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
That was an aye, wasn't it, Commissioner?
Yes.
Okay. I think that our timing is just a little off, but
Okay.
motion passes. The approval of the revised Brazos County purchasing policy. This policy is for county departments to purchase goods and services for the best price and quality while complying with all applicable laws and local policies.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 17, approval to sell fan brackets to TAMU Animal Science Department for $325 pursuant to the Texas Local Government Code 263.152. This equipment is no longer in use.
Move approval.
Second?
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 18 is award of RFP 22-123 Benefits Consultant. Recommended award is USI Southwest, Inc.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 19 is approval of contract 22-132 LexisNexis for judges. This contract replaces the LexisNexis contract from the August 2nd, 2022 agenda.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 20 is approval of contract CIP 22-658 rental of a 100-ton chiller with HRS for facility services.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded,
Judge, do
discussion.
we know what building that's for or what?
I think that will be for in case the chiller goes down.
Oh, okay. It's an
I
emergency.
think that's I
Sean.
believe that was,
It's primarily for the detention facility because it's 24-hour, but it could be used on multiple facilities,
Mhm.
the bigger facilities.
Thank you, Charles.
Yes, sir.
I concur. That's a great
yeah,
plan.
yeah, we,
And I think
time
if
like
I'm,
this,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
we just may need a backup.
Yep.
You just never know when something.
Exactly.
And this is just a stopgap measure. Facilities is working on replacing one that we could use in the same exact instance that we can build our own type of backup in the event it's needed for the future.
Great idea.
Well done.
With the supply situation, what it is, I
Yep.
think this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
very good proactive move.
Great idea.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 21 is permission to advertise for bid 23-013 fire alarm monitoring.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 22 is approval of renewal of bid contract 23-019R pre-employment drug testing with anytime analysis.
Move approval.
Second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 23, consider and take action on Frontier Southwest utility permit to install a conduit and copper cable within the right-of-way of Dick Elliott Road from 974 to Bickham Cemetery Road. Project includes 7 road bores to conduct copper cabling into existing phone pedestals. Sites located in Precinct 2.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 24 is consider and take action on Brazos Wi-Fi utility permit to conduct 6 road bores, 1 under Steep Hollow Road, 5 under Ethan Lane for installation of fiber optic communication cable for internet services. Sites located in Precinct 2.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 25 is approve the treasurer's report for June 22nd, quarter ending 6/30/2022.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 26 is approval of expenditure journal for Brazos County's FY 21-22 fourth quarter cash contributions, $119,507.25 to Brazos County Health District.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 27 is tax refund application for the following.
I move approval, A
Second.
and B.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 28 is budget amendments. Budget amendments FY 21/22. Budget amendments 43.1 through 43.5.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 30 is payment of claims. Claim to be paid by Brazos.
Oh, you missed 29.
Did I miss? Oh, I'm sorry. Personnel change status.
Move approval, A and B.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 30 is payment of claims. Claim to be paid by Brazos County. Claim number 8116874 through claim number 8117041 and claim number 9005554 through claim number 9005588.
Move approval.
Second?
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. We will skip down to number 33 is the acknowledgement from the Brazos Valley Fair Board for the proposed quote of $46,010 for electrical upgrades. And I don't know, Carl, I don't know whether you want to mention that. I think that's an upgrade for some electrical for the band for the fair and the fair.
Yeah, it's for the fair, mainly for the concerts.
You need to come forward.
Yep. Yeah, why don't you just come up and
Yes, previously we've had to use generators out there, and they're big and they make a lot of noise. So the fair board has offered to pay for some electrical to be put in, and we're just going back and forth now whether we want 300 amp or 400 amp, and it looks like we're going to do the 400 amp, which that's what the 46,000 is for,
Super.
and that'll be able to carry us through a long time.
Great.
yeah, I think that'll be a great upgrade out there, not only for the fair, but
Yeah.
for other
Yeah, we'll be
uses
able-
too. But
yeah, we'll
if
be
the
able to use
fair's taking the lead to try to, be able to get that done, so
Yep.
thanks to
It
them.
greatly improves our facility.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciation to the Fair Board.
Yeah. Number 34 is acknowledgement of Trudy Hancock as the 2022 President of the Texas Association of Elections Administrators. Trudy,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
you have a
Please, and
speech
stand up,
prepared?
please.
Great job. You do a great job for us, and obviously the state association recognizes that. So,
Thank you.
Bravo.
and then is it number 35 is an acknowledgement of receipt of certificate of completion for Trudy Hancock for 16.5 hours of training through the Secretary of State Election Law Seminar.
Great.
Yes.
Keep
May
up the
need
good
that.
work.
We'll expect a report on that.
You know, we've used all of that advice, if you haven't noticed. She's been on the
Thank you.
carpet for a while, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Trudy. Then 36 is acknowledgement of the FY 2021-2022 budget to actuals by funds as of August the 10th. And then 37 is the juvenile director's report on inmate or detention population, and I've got that. Linda's not here today, but there's juveniles in detention are 28, males 21, females 7, and there are 37 juveniles on electronic monitors. So that was her report. And then number 38 is Sheriff's report on inmate population. Chief.
Hey, good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This morning we have 643 total, 545 males and 98 females. We have 60 on electronic monitor with 7 pending.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Chief. We will move back up to number 31 and convene an executive session pursuant to the following.
We'll do 39.
Huh? Was there one more?
39
Announcements of interest.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, announcement of interest, items and possible future agenda topics.
Couple of things, if I may, Judge. I wanted to congratulate Commissioner Berry upon completion of the VG Young Community County Commissioners Leadership Academy Class 9 this last week, and it was a pleasure to be a part of that class with you, Commissioner. Congratulations.
Guess that's-
My congratulations to Commissioner Aldridge for also completing the class.
Yeah.
I think it was an excellent class, and we got a lot out of it, made good friends and contacts throughout the state. So thank you to the Commissioners Court for allowing us to participate.
Great.
Yeah.
And
And
thank
I
you.
also wanted to call attention to the Art for Life unveiling that took place, and that was at the College Station City Hall. So if you get a chance to see that, that's something that they expressed appreciation to the Commissioners Court when we were there. I'm sorry Ms. Ricketson is not here to be able to receive that as well, but that was, they did mention the Commissioners Court's participation specifically and thanked us for that. And then school starts, be ready. Things will be different traffic-wise. Be careful and be safe out there with your children as well as while driving.
Yes, indeed.
And I will be signing a disaster disaster declaration this afternoon. We will put it on the agenda for next week to confirm it with the thing. We went through that, and I'll do that this afternoon.
Super.
It's, you know, I mean, the governor's already declared it for Brazos County, but it just, if there's happens to be money available, it's just good for us to be on board with it too.
You bet.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, Judge, Commissioners, in light of number 3, where y'all recognize September as Suicide Prevention Month, It'd be a good time to publicize to the citizens of Brazos County that on July 20th of this year, the FCC put into effect the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which allows anybody to dial 988, 3 numbers. That's all they've got to remember, 988, and they'll get connected to live people at suicide prevention centers. There's like 200 of them across the country. So instead of having to remember an 800 number and 888 number, you remember 988 and you can get help immediately.
All right, thank you for that.
You know, I think that's
Right.
particularly germane. What we did today too is suicide rates among veterans are significantly out of proportion with the rest of our population and with the veteran community, and being veteran friendly as much as we are here. I think that's really important that
It is.
those resources are made available.
Yes, you're right.
No question.
Okay, if there's no other announcement, to call for citizen input and or concern. Hearing none, we will now move up to 31, and convene an executive session pursuant to the following. A is the Texas Government Code 551.087 for deliberation regarding economic development negotiations, and then B is Texas Government Code 551.0725 to deliberate business and financial issues related to 2 different contracts being negotiated. Was there 2, just one?
Just one.
Okay. And I think this is the one we need to vote.
Yes, Judge. Good morning to the court. I'm Ed Bull. In my capacity as legal officer, I have tendered an opinion that in my opinion, to deliberate this in open court would be detrimental to the position in dealing with this third party. I'd ask the court take a vote that it be unanimous before we take it up in executive session.
I offer a motion
Yeah, and
that
this
we
is-
take the vote.
Second.
And this is in regard to 31B. Okay.
Contract. So we got a motion and a second. All in favor, raise your right hand. All right, it's unanimous. And it is 10:32, and I think we'll do the contract first, so we'll need Charles in there, Katie, probably Nina, Cheryl, commissioners. Anybody else in that one? Okay, and then when we do the economic development, we'll have You ready? You ready? Okay. It is 11:06. We're coming out of executive session. There's no action to be taken. The next item is to adjourn. Thank you.